present you how we differ and how we can cope with that and what we can learn from each other. So let's go to the agenda for today, but maybe before we start, I have just one question. Because I prepared the workshop in English, I thought it will be much easier for our cooperation. But I heard that some of you are not very comfortable with English. So just one question in Polish then. Czy potrzebują Państwo tłumacza? Są 3 opcje. Przygotowałam wystąpienie po angielsku, ale mogę mówić po polsku i po angielsku. Albo Pan może tłumaczyć, albo jeżeli będą to nieliczne osoby, to wtedy może to być tłumaczenie takie szeptane. Kto potrzebowałby tłumacza? Prosiłabym ręką do góry. Czy ktoś z Państwa jeszcze? To myślę, że takie chyba szeptane będzie najlepsze. Tak? Dobrze, super. Just to check, are you comfortable with me talking without the microphone? It will be much easier for me. Can you hear me in the last rows? Okay. Okay, so the weather is not very good, so I hope you had a coffee and okay. First, I would like to ask, because I heard that we have guests from Sweden, from Denmark, and from Poland. Could you please raise your hands? Who is from Sweden? Okay, hello Sweden. Who is from Denmark? Okay, thank you. Hello Denmark. And later we'll have a group task. The first task will be in national teams, and the second one will be in mixed teams. So I hope you will be eager to change your seats afterwards. Okay, and Polish group. Who is from Poland? Oh, I expected more people from Poland. Hello Poland then. So let's go to the agenda. I don't know if we will be able to discuss everything. Maybe we will have to speed up a little bit in some cases, because I want to do the last task, impact on project management and social integration, how the cultural differences can influence our working teams and so on. I focused only on differences in Baltic Sea region, and I knew that there were people from Sweden, Denmark and Poland, so I prepared some information on the differences between you, in your group. So first I would like to talk about some stereotypes, and then to present you the so-called the World Values Survey. It's a long-term project started in 1981, and it has a few waves of surveys among different nationalities. And I chose some data showing showing how people think about elderly and about immigrants, because it's about social integration. You can find more data in this on the website of this project, so I think it might be useful for your intercultural and international projects. And then I would like to talk a little bit about the MOMA. It's not useful for scholars, but it's very useful when you want to cooperate in international teams. And then about Hofstede's dimension, and that will be it. So have you had an international intercultural training course before? No. Just, only 4 people. Okay, so I think some things might be new to you. Okay, can we? This is an iceberg. This is the most popular model of culture, because we assume that, or we know that most of the iceberg is underwater. And can you just think about some issues, cultural issues, that would be over the surface? So what is it? This is something that you can easily see, the cultural differences. Any examples?
Clothes.
Clothes, okay, different
Color.
clothes.
Religion.
Religion.
The color.
Actually, religion might be, it influences values. So actually, you can see some practices, religious practices, but how they influence people, behavior, beliefs, values, it will be under the water.
And
Food.
the color.
Uh,
You see the color of skin?
Okay. Food. Okay.
Yeah, food culture.
Food culture.
When you listen to music, you kind of see what kind of music to listen to.
Okay, so these are the items, the issues that are over the water. And what is behind, under the water?
Values.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Values.
Values.
History.
History, yes, but not some artifacts. Artifacts are the visible elements of culture, of history, like buildings, for example.
Maybe social interaction.
Yeah,
The
we can-
behavior.
Yeah,
Behaviors.
maybe social behavior.
Social behaviors. Okay, can you just change slide, please? Okay, so here you have the list. Behaviors, if we can observe them, will be over the water. And but here we have some world views, and this is this will be presented by the outcomes of the World Value Survey. We have assumptions, beliefs, attitudes, perceptions, and values. And this is something I would like to discuss today. Not the visible parts, but what is under the water. Okay, can we change slides? Okay, could you please go back to the other slides? Sorry. Okay, so probably, actually I'm sure that you know some stereotypes about each other. I'm sure that Poles know some stereotypes about Swedes, Danes, and for sure the Danes have a lot of stereotypes about the Swedes. I know that Scandinavian people from Scandinavia have some stereotypes about Norway. So this is not the part of our project, but there is a common joke about. Maybe I will read you that joke. Let's start with that.
All it's okay. Norway.
Let's talk about Norway.
Humor is not recognized internationally. There are some jokes that are that people laugh at in many countries, but humor is not the same. The sense of humor is not the same in all countries. But this is the international joke, and this is also about the Norwegians. So I think. This is an old joke about the journalists who organized a competition to write an article about elephants. And the titles were as follows. The English title, Hunting Elephants in British East Africa. The French, The Love Life of Elephants. The German journalist wrote an article, The Origin and Development of the Indian Elephant from 1200 to 1950, 600 pages. The German one. The American, How to breed bigger and better elephants. The Russian, How we sent an elephant to the moon. The Swede, watch out, Elephants and the welfare state. And the Spaniard, Techniques of elephant fighting. Indian, the elephant as a means of transportation before railroads. The Finn, what elephants think about Finland. Scandinavian countries, you know. And in Helsinki, however, the Finns developed an alternative punchline by adding a Norwegian title, Norway and Norway's mountains. So it's about mountains, yes, so it should be about elephants. So this is about stereotypes. So don't be afraid, because there are a lot of Polish immigrants in Sweden, so in Denmark as well. So you must know any stereotypes, and the Poles for sure know IKEA, so for sure you will have more stereotypes. So anything. Any stereotype or what did you know about Poland? What had you known about Poland before you came here?
Bureaucratic.
Poland is bureaucratic. Okay. What else? Actually, stereotypes can include some truth, so it doesn't have to be fake news. Yes.
Strict hierarchies, it's very important where in the hierarchy
In
you are
Poland.
in Poland, where decisions are made and
Who is the boss?
Actually, I would agree with that, and even the cultural dimensions show us these differences. So actually, it's kind of stereotype, but there is a lot of truth in that. Okay, what else?
Scandinavian people keep the distance.
Okay,
Polish people are tall and big.
okay. But actually, the tallest people in the world statistically are the Dutch. So the Poles are one of, maybe in Europe they are one of the shortest. Okay.
I have a friend, she's from Poland, and she likes glitter and glamour. What do you say? Match about, what do you say?
Okay. Maybe some more stereotypes from Polish side about Sweden.
It's okay, just
You can say in Polish. You can say
or Danish.
Don't be afraid, you can say it in Polish, and we can translate. So don't worry.